Hello StockEdge user. So in this video we are going to discuss FII and DI activity. As you know, in Indian market, FII, or in today's parlance FPIs, plays a very important role because they bring in a lot of liquidity into the system. They are the people who are investing in Indian market into stock markets, and they are also investing or trading in Indian market through derivatives. So their activity is quite a certain extent is a major macro reason for the market to move on a short-term basis, right? Even on a long-term basis, if we can track what FI think about Indian market over a longer period of time, we can make sense of whether they are positive about Indian market or not. Why it is important again is a very simple logic where they will consider Indian market to be one of the emerging markets in the world, and they definitely would like to evaluate Indian market with respect to the foreign markets or other emerging markets or other Asian markets. So the moment we see some kind of buying interest in India vis-a-vis other emerging markets, we can clearly presume that they would like to remain invested in India for a longer period of time. So how to get that data? It's a beautiful data to analyze and to track. If you see, as on today, 21st of December 2016, I can see on the home screen, I'm showing you this data of last 10 days, and I'm showing you a trend of what FII is doing for the last 10 days. You can clearly see the market is making new low every day, and FII is also showing a negative trend, right? It is such a beautiful indicator of macro market prediction that if FI still are selling, we can clearly assume that we always go short first in the market, and whenever there is any trend change in the by the FI by getting into buy zone, we can presume that after a particular level of Nifty is broken, we can go for a long position, and then FI probably can go for a sustainable buy in the Indian markets, right? What are the different category of FI data which you should observe? Now, as a layman, you see the basic data, very basic data which you see is the FI cash market activity. FI cash market activity, as the name suggests, is what they are buying in cash market or in the capital market and taking home, or taking it to their through their custodian. So if you see FI here on a daily basis, so we have given you data of last approximately 3 months, and if you see on a daily on a daily basis, this is the trend of FI. You can also see on a monthly basis what they are doing, and you can see also on the yearly basis what they have done. Mind you, this data is a provisional data which is released by SEBI. Now there is another data set which is the actual data which is released again by SEBI, but that's 1 day delayed. What we have seen is on a longer horizon basis, on a monthly horizon basis, there is not much deviation between this data and the actual data. So we can make a judgment on FI activity purely based on the provisional data as well. Now we get into the DII activity. Now typically we have seen when FIs are seller, DII is a buyer, because retail in India is not very aggressively available to buy the stocks which FIs are selling. So DII, or the institutions like mutual fund, insurance and pension, etc., they are the one who buy in Indian market when FIs sell, and vice versa. And when market is in a very aggressive long trajectory, you will see both the category of investors going aggressive with the buying, or if the market is expected to go down, you will see both the category going for aggressive sell. Now, if you track this data on daily basis at the end of the day, and if you track it what they have done on a monthly and yearly basis, you can easily make sense of what both these category of investors think about what equity market is going to do in India. Now, in terms of derivative data, the exchanges provide the data with respect to what has been their buying or selling in index future, index option, stock future and stock option as well. And also they have taken the data to the next level, which you may see it in few versions from now in StockEdge, where they have given data up to the extent of how much call they have bought, how much put they have bought, how much call they have sold, and how much put they have sold for all indices as well as for stock derivatives traded in Indian market. So all these data points, if you analyze on a daily basis, if you track it on a daily basis, I'm sure you will be able to make a lot of sense of the Indian market, and you will understand the market to the core macro level.